Hi guys, welcome back, and these are all my gaming pickups for March 2021. We have something to look at. I bought a unit with a few games for you to look at in the background instead of the boring white walls. So feel free to be entertained by looking at crazy expensive game boxes. But yes, as I'm filming this, it is the 5th of April. We've just had snow, which is not quite right. But the sun's actually coming out now, so it's a strange one. And still not seen Tony this year, but hopefully soon. Very, very soon. You know, lockdown is nearly completely over with. But anyway, start off with all my video game pickups. And yes, we know what these boxes are. And yes, I even went as far as to edit out a Switch pickup earlier. So, there's a story. Okay, so basically my buddy Ollie, who I've known for years, really cool gamer, and very, very keen fisherman as well. He's messaged me recently, well, he had a Switch up for sale, and I'm like, damn, you're selling your Switch? I can't believe I didn't think you'd ever sell that. So I said, I might buy some of your games off you so I could play them on my daughter's Switch. And we was talking and all that, and he was just like, dude, I want to get a PS5, I need to get another PS5. So I'm like, oh right, well, you know, I had a voucher for £430, which I was saving up to get a PS5 for when the price was right, when they came down to the right price for me to buy it. And I was kind of like, we put all this in for trade and all that, and he's like, you get 414 trade. I said, how about, because I'm not too fussed about the PS5 for a reason we will go into very soon. How about I give you that voucher and you give me some of the Switch stuff? And he's like, yeah, cool, done. So yes, I got me, this must be my 4th one, Nintendo Switch. So yeah, so I'll put it there because I know you guys want to look at the shiny cases on the shelf. It came with an extra power pack, so you can basically play Switch in your room or something like that. Came with this case. It came with another case as well, but I didn't like it. It also came with another Pro controller, but I already have one, so I traded that into CEX. It also came with Pokemon Sword, and I'm not really much of a Pokemon player, so I've actually put that one up for sale on the Facebook groups. Go for it, guys, it's worth it, it's a bargain. And it came with these games. Now, out of these games, I was actually going to buy 2 off him anyway. And the first one, leave that for a minute, Super Mario 3D All-Stars. And so, yeah, now I'll be honest, I played Super Mario Odyssey about 2 years ago when it came out on my original Switch. And it was the first Mario game I ever finished, and I absolutely freaking loved it. I just couldn't get enough of it. But anyway, time went on, and I sold my Switch, and I was just looking back and thinking, Joe, I really wish I could play Mario 64, play some more Mario 64. So as you know, I think it was last month's pickups, I bought an S-Video cable for my N64, and the quality, to be honest, was just shite. It was really unplayable. So I'm really happy to get this in the collection. It's got to say Mario, we all know, it's probably all, these are all on eBay now for like £17 million because Nintendo have delisted them. Because of Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, Mario Galaxy, I would like to really play for all of these. But Adrian came round and he gave them all a test. And one of the things he did was Mario Sunshine, apparently there's a certain way you play it. When you do a jump, and every now and again it doesn't register the jump, which is what happened on the GameCube. So he thought, I wonder if they fixed it, and 20 seconds, he's like, nope, it's still not working properly. But yeah, but anyway, nice to have. I did watch an X play through most of Mario Sunshine until it got to the part where you had to get all the way up to the top like a carousel or something, and yeah, nah. But one day, maybe even be able to play through Mario Galaxy without falling over myself, because I have a weird sense of vertigo when I play this game. The next one is Luigi's Mansion 3. Now this is one I really seriously do want to play, because I started playing the first one, watched the X finish it in the end, and yeah, I'd like to play through the entire series of these. And still weird, it's such a small card and no instructions or anything. And apparently this is supposed to be the best one, and so I'm intrigued and looking forward to playing that. There is an order I just want to show you, and I purchased Super Luigi for the Wii U many years ago because it had the Mario U on it as well. And because this was there, you know, no need to play on the Wii U anymore. So I got the new Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe, which includes, okay, I think it's a few fixes, a few levels, and just basically, you know, all 164 courses and all the content from Super Mario Brothers U and Super Luigi Brothers U. And new Toadette transforms into Peachette. Okay, whatever that means, obviously helps you through a level. Now, I watched, I think it was Duncan play this on the Wii U back in the day, and the only thing I didn't kind of like was he got really stuck on a level and somehow he managed to pick something which finished the level for him. I'm kind of like, I can understand that, and it's freaking irritating, but at the same sort of time, it's kind of like, you're not playing the game's playing itself for you. But yeah, anyway, so I've got that if I want to play it. The second one, now I have pumped about 12 hours into this, but of course I don't have my save, so I need to sort of start again. That is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. Yeah, now I really was getting into this game, but I basically got to a part where I had to go up to a snowy mountain and I got right to the top. I didn't have the right clothes, so I basically froze to death. But I was enjoying it, and at that time I just was meh, so I stopped playing it. But I do intend to go back to it and play it again, because I did really enjoy it the first time I played it. And the last one is Mario Kart Deluxe. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe even. And okay, so I really enjoyed Mario Kart on the Wii U for about an hour and a half, and the thing is, I'm a single player. I love my single player games. I like my multiplayer online occasionally, and the reason I stopped playing Mario Kart on the Wii U was because it got really boring. I mean, I don't really know much of the Nintendo lore, I'm slowly getting into it. And so I was really chuffed to get this. I mean, all the levels, all the DLC, plus new content and battle mode. Me and Richard, back in the day, back when we was teenagers, 300 million years ago, we played battle mode all day one day, and oh my god, that game is freaking good. And so I put this on, I've done the first couple of Grand Prix, and I got bored. So bored. And I'm just like, I know the multiplayer's where it's at, and on one of the Grand Prix, I got right up to the last part, 200cc I think it was, and then I got hit by a blue shell on the line and ended up finishing fourth. That's not fun. It might be fun in a multiplayer game, but it's not fun, it's not fair. Didn't enjoy it. Whether I go back to this or not, whether all this lot gets traded or not, we shall see. Now, a friend of mine also recently got a Switch, and basically he sort of like messaged me, and I was like, yeah, you know, you've got a Switch, that's cool, and I've got one as well, so we can play some games. And now we both go back to the original game, you know, I wouldn't say original game, but you know, 1980s when we started playing games. I mean, I was born in 76, so obviously it was 81 when I started playing games. Space Invaders in the arcade. Played that, saw that in the arcade, in like the local shopping centre where my mum and dad used to do. It was like an indoor market where they used to do some shopping every fortnight. I remember seeing it there. I was 4 or 5, and then that was it. Just played it, and that's what got me into gaming. Bit of off subject, but there we go. And yeah, and I don't know what it is. But so I gave Mario Kart a few hours yesterday. For the life of me, I couldn't get in it. So fine, I looked around the store, and it's the most unintuitive design ever. And I just spent some time. Now, what sort of like made me want to get into Nintendo again was I wanted to play some of the SNES stuff, because I was going to use, like, you know, the Nintendo Pass or online pass to play it. But I had it on the Wii, and I've actually just finished playing through Super Metroid, and what a fucking game! Absolutely amazing. That last bit where you got to escape, that was some proper hardcore playing. No save states, no. From that bloody last boss defeat to the exit, that's your goal. That's what you got to do. And save states make things way too easy. And I did get stuck a few times playing Super Metroid, but I just love that game. Is amazing. I can't wait to play the next. I think the next one's going to be Metroid Fusion before I move on to the Metroid trilogy. But I'm jumping all over the place in subjects. I really hope you're keeping up. And yeah, so back to Nintendo, and we kind of come to the conclusion that Nintendo do nothing. Nintendo have got to be the laziest company on the planet. I mean, they've added a little bit. I mean, this here has got to be the most fucking lazy collection I have ever seen in my entire life. few little spruces up, few little. It's pathetic, Nintendo. I mean, I know you want to save money, and I don't. I'm hankering on the Switch because if you enjoy the Switch and that's your thing, yeah, brilliant. Just for you, you love it. But for me, I have such an issue. Nintendo do absolutely nothing for their fans. Back in the days, like the Wii and stuff, you could go online and get stuff. And now you can sort of do that now when you get that, I think it was the Stars. That was brilliant. And they went out of their way to give us really, really good games. And all they seem to do now is give us these half-assed versions. Then they say, oh, the end of March you can't buy them anymore. So all the companies have gone out and bought 60 million copies of it and they're now all on eBay for like 100 quid or so. And I think everything about the Switch is so barren and cold. Now, I used to complain that the PlayStation, the PSN store on PlayStation, not the PlayStation Home, the PSN store and the home screen, especially the dashboard on PlayStation, was barren. But with the Switch, it's just... I mean, we got it to a T in the end. All the Switch really is a glorified mobile phone with cut controllers. And, for me, it's getting Bayonetta 3 someday, so I have to have one. And I will persevere, I will give it a go. I will finish the Mario games. I want to finish the Mario games. I want to get the Zelda games. I mean, I'd love to get the Zelda Skyward Sword that's coming out. And I want to play the one that came out on the GameCube as well. The one GameCube and the Wii where it like flipped it around for the controls or something. Twilight Princess. And maybe even the collection of Ocarina of Time. So I would love to play them old games. Now, if this is how I have to play it, then yeah, I'm fine. Give us good compilations, Nintendo, and please don't do such a half-assed effort at everything you seem to put out. I mean, you've released nothing on the Switch. Okay, you've added a little bit to the Mario 3D that's coming out, and everything just seems so lazy. And I was just, but nevertheless, the thing is, I've got a Switch. I'm happy. I'm going to definitely be getting the online pass so I can play some of the SNES and the NES games. And really, come on, Nintendo, let's buy them, please. If the Virtual Console was there, I would have no issues. If I could buy my SNES games on this, I think all my issues with Nintendo would go away. But there seems to be every little thing you like about something, there's something on the Switch that makes you go, oh, I'm not sure. And I did feel so wrong for feeling this way myself. But every person I've spoke to, they're just like, no, that's a Switch. You just have to put up with it. And so yeah, I'm going to join my friends. I will be putting up to it. We shall see how long I keep this one for. And I did actually have my first Switch. I think I had for 2 months, and that was the record. But yeah, so the story with the PS5. We'll move on now. Yeah, so my overall thoughts with the Switch is I like the idea of playing some of the games I missed out on. At least I can play them. I mean, they might not be the best version. They might not have been as good a quality version as they could make, but I love the Pro Pad. I'll give dibs to Nintendo. That Pro Pad is absolutely freaking amazing. I know this is a handheld, but this will only ever be plugged into its dock on the telly. And yeah, so I do give dibs for Nintendo for the Pro controller. Basically, yeah. So my mate Ollie, so he was kind of like, we did the deal and all that, and we sat chatting and everything. And he messaged me in the evening. He was like, laugh out loud, I had to drive around, but I got me a PS5. Well, that's cool. And then he sent me a video. And I'm actually going to edit. This is the video, actually if I can pull it from Facebook, this is the video he sent me. Okay, so, you just saw that. My first thoughts were, whoa, what the fuck? That's not right. That is definitely not right. You need to send that back. And he said the fan, he knew about the coil issue with the PS5, and he said the fan issue was just unbearable. And he was just like, it drove him nuts. And he did what Ollie always does, is he took it back, and with his money he got back, he just bought another Switch. I would have happily given him all of this back. But he bought himself another Switch and all the games he was missing. And so I was kind of like, well, that's quite irritating. I mean, that was so loud. The CEX did their tests, and they're like, no, that's absolutely normal. That fan noise is actually quieter than most of them. There's no issues there, that's just the way the PS5s are. So my first thought is, I mean, I would say Ollie took it back and went to have another Switch. My first thought is, you know what, I'm really looking forward to getting PS5. I'm looking forward to playing Astrobot's Showroom, I think it's called, more than anything, which is crazy. Well, not anything, Halo. Halo is coming out this year, that's the number one. And so I kind of did a little bit of looking into it. And my buddy Reggie's friend Jason, Metal Jesus Rocks, did a video a few days ago. And damn, first of all did he show off about the fan noise. And first of all, I'm kind of like, wait a minute, I've not heard about this fan noise thing until Ollie sent me the video the other day. What is going on? And so basically, yeah. And he went through that and went how loud and how bad it was and all that. And I was just like, damn. I mean, for fuck's sake, I still play my PS3, so I can put up with loud noises, you know, I just put it outside in the cold air and just get super long HDMI power leads to the telly. But no. But then he goes on to talk about the drift issue. Now, I'd seen little comments about this before, but never in my life ever had I actually seen it working. And so he shows the drift issue. Basically, you know, the first thought is, oh, it's the Joy-Con drift issue, like the Switch. But no, it's something totally different. Now, there was a teardown of a video on someone on the internet. I can't remember who it was. But he basically explained the issue with the drift, the way it's because of the way it communicates or something like that. And it's just, I mean, basically, if you watch Metal Jesus' video on it, he goes on to say as if like it's so off-putting, it does ruin games. And you can update... Hello, Seagull. It says, they say to you to update your controller. If that doesn't work, turn your console off and on again. And sometimes that fixes the drift issue and you're kind of like, what? But then when you turn your console on the next day, it's back. And we all hear about the, Nintendo being taken to court over the drift issue and Sony being taken to court over the drift issue. And just seeing it online, buddy Adrian, he came up Saturday, so we went online to watch some videos. And basically, I've had a Series X since day one. I went away to get repaired. But I've never heard it. The only time I've actually heard it is when it's pulled a disc in. It's so quiet. It's amazing. It's as simple as that. It's absolutely bloody amazing. But the PS5, I mean, I've got a few. But the PS5, I don't understand why it's so loud. Now, every person I know that's owned a PS5 has had to send it back for repairs. Every single person I know that's got one has had to send it back for repairs. And I've actually asked a few of them since all this, and I said, how's your fan? No, oh my god, it's bad. And I'm just like, crikey, Sony, you know, I thought you got it right this time. Why are we having fan issues? So, led to another video on the net. Basically, it was something like the first 200,000 consoles, they use a certain fan. And those consoles are whisper quiet. But then they changed the fan, and also it's something to do with a coil and a tag inside it that's different. And the way the PS5s are now, that fan noise is permanent. If you've got a PS5 that's a whisper quiet, you're one of 200,000 people that has got that, and no one else will get it, because from now on, that fan noise is to be the norm. And to be honest, whilst that's still not put me off getting one, because I will get one, the drift issue. And, you know, it's them saying, well, just every time you play a game, go back, change the dead zone. Now, I love the Kinect. I had to, I had to configure that thing every single time I played, hand, so I don't mind doing that stuff. You know, I finished Fable the Journey. You know, that's an achievement in itself. Check my gamer tag. And so I'd be willing to do that, but it's so off-putting. You've got a £70-80 controller, which I'm dying to play, dying to use. And they're all getting this drift issue. And as Metal Jesus says in his video, the more he plays it, the worse it's getting. And he's only had his PS5 for a couple of months. So where it goes to me getting a PS5 now was I still definitely want one. I'm fucking really looking forward to Astro's Playroom. Really looking forward to like not the remaster, but the looking better God of War. I love that game. And Miles Morales. Demon Souls scares me, so I won't be playing that. I just think now that when it comes to the PS5, I will probably wait a year and see how it goes. I don't want to wait a year. I want to get one tomorrow. I mean, they are pretty much coming back in stock, plentiful everywhere. But until we hear more about the issues being sorted, I'm okay. I've got a few games I could play in my backlog. So it kind of sucks. I mean, if you guys got a PS5, have you got any of these issues? If so, pop it down below in the comments. Yeah, so it sucks. I'm really bloody looking forward to playing on the PS5. Seriously looking forward. I mean, I sold my PS4 because I knew the PS4 games would look better on the PS5, and I kept my PS4 pads because you have to have your PS4 pads to play the PS4 games on PS5. Hope someday they can update that to correct it. Bloody hell, I'm talking a lot. I'm missing Tony. We need to talk loads. And yeah. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. I'm going to have to wait until then. I've got this to play. Currently playing Doom Eternal. So one pickup I didn't include last month has got to be one of the biggest disappointments in my gaming. In just my gaming since Xbox One came out. Now I absolutely love Watch Dogs 1. No, that's a lie. I absolutely liked Aiden Watch Dogs 1. Now I loved Watch Dogs 2. I played that game to death. And still in lockdown, someone local was kind of like, yeah, I just want it gone for 20 quid, Watch Dogs Legions. And I'm like, yeah, bring on some Watch Dogs, I'm up for that. So I go pick it up, put it on. And it froze me, because first of all, it threw me, because first of all, I knew that it wasn't going to be what the others were, no main character, which for me is kind of so odd. But yeah, and I started playing it, didn't mind it, and so I got 3 or 4 hours into the story, and it's quite cool going around London, especially places I know, because I visit London, well I used to, and we were allowed to visit London once or twice a year, especially Oxford Street, you know, Tottenham Court Road, and Piccadilly Circus, Charing Cross, all the cool places. And looking at it, it's like, yeah, cool, but every fucking character in that game, I didn't mind the way it played, and I wouldn't say it's because it's based on us, because America gets British people so right when they do video games, don't they? You know, unless we're the bad guys, you know, we're the Cockney lad and just go, oh, we're the royalty, oh gosh, no, we're just as common as most of you Americans. And but yeah, I hated every fucking character in that game. I hated the robot that speaks to you, you know, the AI. I hated the main people that were drifting you around. I went, and I'd recruited quite a few players, and I got to the base and I was like, which one am I going to play? And I'm like, I would rather delete my fucking hard drive than waste any more of my time on this game. And because I played it, I'm still getting regular emails saying bloody, you know, the multiplayer mode's coming, enjoy this. Oh my god, I hated that game. Ubisoft, how did you fuck up so bad? I mean, number 2 was close to the most perfect fucking game you could get. I loved that, albeit they are Assassin's Creed. What it fucking needs is an update, fix the characters, give us a main character. I mean, I know we got the Aiden DLC coming. I mean, I sold that crap on fucking eBay. I didn't want it in the house anymore. I actually made money, which was quite good. I needed to be compensated for playing that shit. And, just, do what a lot of companies tend to do these days by correcting their fuck-ups. I mean, it's not a fuck-up on the Cyberpunk scale because it's different. Because Cyberpunk there's bugs, They released it way too early, it wasn't ready. This is a fuck-up and the whole game is shit. All the people are awful. And, I know people in real life that have the traits of people in that game. And they're just wrong. You've got it so wrong, Ubisoft. Please just go back, change the whole thing, make it single player, give us a main character we can we can associate with, and I will go back to it. But until then, I am not touching that piece of shit, no matter what. And I'm rambling, I know. So that's my thoughts. Watch Dogs Legion, shit. Don't buy it. Stay away from it. Avoid it like the plague, unless they update to a single player game. And my last pickup of the month. My God, he's talking forever. Yes, everybody tells me that. I imagine if Tony was here, this would be 12 hours long. First of all, I love my music set. I love my game soundtracks. And one soundtrack that always sticks out for me was many years ago in the official Nintendo magazine. they released the Street Fighter soundtrack. Now, basically, you know, it is just literally the soundtrack from Street Fighter 2. So, you know, 1, 2, it's got like select. You can hear like the levels, you can hear all the voices and stuff like that. And it's another weird fact. Did you know that? I mean, you can play these music CDs on any Xbox. No PlayStation plays music CDs. Now, one reason I found this really weird, talking to a friend, is that Sony actually own music CDs. So why the hell can't you play a music CD on the PS3, PS4, PS5? Weird one. But anyway, forget that. But yeah, so I was, just one for you to think over, right? So I was wanting this for a long, for quite a while. And it was all selling for like 30, 40 quid. I was just kind of hoping to find, charity shop one day with all the Sunday free films. And like, 10p, I love that. But this popped up in a month, and it was £3. It was, what was it? £1 starting price with free postage. And I bid on it, and I thought, well, it's going to be over 30 quid. And I bid up to £5.60, I think it was. And I won it at £3.20 posted. And it was so sad that I put this on. And I was just listening to it in the background, and it's had so many memories. Basically, back in the day, Richard, as you remember from the channel many years ago, he had this, and I didn't have a CD player back then, so he put the whole thing onto a tape soundtrack for me. And I'd listen to that all the time, falling asleep. And I was either the radio, Caesar the Boogeyman, or this I'd fall asleep listening to at night. Sad, I know, but I love my Street Fighter. But yeah, so I was really happy to have this, and it brought back good memories, real good memories, and it's really, really cool. I love Street Fighter to this day, I really do. Hurry up and give the Street Fighter 6. But anyway, I'm really sorry for taking all this time. But I had a lot to say, as you can tell. I don't think I've missed anything else. But if I have, I'm sure I'll tell you next month. But anyway guys, thank you guys for watching. Can I just say, I hope you're all really doing well. And we're so close to coming out of lockdown now. As it is, we're now allowed 6 people, which no one's listening to, because out the road on the weekend there was 200 people out there. Easy 200 people in the field across where I live. So prepare for lockdown 3 later on in the year. But yeah, so I hope everyone's taking care of yourself and washing your hands and just generally looking after the public, wearing your face mask when you're out and about. And suppose you've been stuck in a lockdown, pop down below what you've been playing, what your experience are. Maybe give me your thoughts on the PlayStation 5 fan noise and the drift, and your thoughts personally on Nintendo. Anything down below, always loving to get the comments. So I would like to see the fact we do quite a few comments every month. It's absolutely great. And Tony will be back soon, very soon. He will be. And so until next month, guys, take care of yourself, and I'll talk to you all later.